Without self-confidence, you cannot achieve the desired results. So therefore, the self-confidence is a positive attitude wherein the individual has to some positive and some realistic view about himself or herself with respect to the situation in which one gets involved. How you tackle in difficult situations, that all depends upon your self-confidence. What you are going to do, how you are going to do, what exactly your convictions to tackle that particular problem or to tackle that particular problem. This all depends upon your self-confidence, and the self-confidence is always based on your past experience, what values, what ethics, what virtues you carried out from the childhood. Okay, the people with self-confidence have the following characteristics. They are self-assured because they are having the firm convictions, they are having the firm thoughts that I will do this thing if this situation happens or occurs. So self-assured standing. Then second one is to willing to listen. First of all, you must a good listener. So listen to the public as long as possible. Listen to the students, listen to the principal, listen to the boss, listen to your colleagues, listen to your parents, listen to your children. So first you must be a good listener to develop self-confidence. So willing to listen, to learn from others and adopt, and the flexibility. Even at this age also, I am ready to learn the digital platform to carry out my lectures, because I started my career from the transparency, that is overhead projector. Right from that means the drawing sheets, in the form of drawing sheets. After drawing sheets, these overhead projectors came, and with the transparency. Then Microsoft Word came with the PowerPoint presentation. PowerPoint presentation with the Microsoft version 98, 2000, 2008, 10. All these means updated, and now we are using the digital platform. So this is the, when I listened or when I saw the so many videos of the modern tech, right from the previous old days to the modern technological days, because I am having the ability to learn something new and adopt something new, and I do the experimentation, and for that you need some flexible behavior to adopt something and to learn from the others also. Then you must be frank in speaking and the truth. If suppose sometimes the frankness is also gets obstacle to your growth or the career, so you should not be very frank to the speak. You must be a diplomatic person. But in the students, among the students or among the juniors or among your colleagues, you must be frank to give your opinions, and you must speak the truth, not backstabbing or not anything do at the back, but you must be frank, speak and the truth. If he is sincere, you say sincere. If he is not, you say you are not sincere, you are not doing any hard work. So this kind of frank opinion you must percolate to your juniors or the students or your colleagues. But if you want to speak to your boss or your parents, and you find that they are doing something wrong and your perception is right, so you can convince them with your frank and truth opinion, but with a soft words. Okay, so you must be speak frank and truth with a soft words to your elders, but in casual manner with your friends, colleagues, and some students or the junior staff. So you can put your frank opinion and the truth. Okay. Then respect others' effort and give due credit. If you do some good work, certainly I will give you the good credit for your efforts. Okay. But if you are not doing any thing, you are not doing any well performance in the examination, so I may not give you the good that credit. So the range will vary from 0 to 100. If you are having very excellent performance, I don't hesitate to give 100 marks. But if you are very very poor, I quote 0 also. But if you are not having the satisfactory problem, so the range is very wide. I respect everyone, but it is also at the same time I also give the credit for the good works. Self confidence. The factors that shape the self confidence in persons are: number one, hereditary. Hereditary characters from we studied that hereditary characters are transferred from generation to generation, from transfer from one generation to generation. Sometimes some characters we are carrying from our parents, their attitudes, their behaviors, and the family environments that we carry from our parents. So this is hereditary. So these with the what values, what virtues, what ethics, or whatever they carry. So based on that, we are also observing them, and that becomes our also values and the virtues, and we study from the others also in the society. So that builds up our behavior, and this behavior leads to our some confidence level. Okay. So that is the self confidence is comes from the hereditary also. Then the friendship, in which company you are staying. If you are staying in good company or good friends, those who are studying hard and all that, that also influence to you. So always stay in a good company, not the other friends, those who consumes the liquors or those who are having some addictions and all that. So that will deteriorate your confidence. So always stay in a good company of a good people. So and have a good friends. So to enhance our confidence by way of the sharing of or the exchanging of knowledge among yourself. So this is the friendship. Okay. Then the influence of superiors or the role models. So you when you are buying a good shirt or a good sunglass, you are having some role model before you. You are looking to your matinee order. He influences your life. That काश मैं वो सलमान खान जैसा होता, काश मैं वो अमिताभ बच्चन जैसा होता. So all these role models are always influence you. Then your superior, what your boss is doing, what your this headmaster is doing in the school, what the principal is doing, what are your teachers are doing. So they also influence your personality, and this influence also either boost up your confidence or they degrade your confidence. If the staff members or the teachers are very good, then naturally you will build up with the good confidence. Okay, so your confidence level becomes high. Then the training in organization. This training is also important because by way of giving industrial training, especially in the engineering colleges, they build up the skills among the students. So this training is must. Hands-on experience is must. Unfortunately, we are going online theory classes and the practical classes at the present, because unless and until we don't do the practical trainings in our colleges, you will not gain the confidence. This is my frank and true statement that I am putting before you. Hence, the practical experience, whether it is in the colleges or whether it is hands-on experience in the industry, or whether you are doing some models at your home, or whether you are doing some circuit diagram or some drawings or some these are effective in developing the self-confidence in a person. So first of all, you do your SWOT analysis. What is SWOT analysis? Find out your strength, find out your weaknesses, find out the opportunities are available in the market, and what are the threats? What are the threats from your competitors? Because there is a competition in the class, who will top and who will within 5 or within 10 or within 20 students, and likewise. So there is a step down competitions also. Okay. So first of all, you evaluate your strength. What is your background? How you are going to do? What was your progress earlier? And what you are going to do? And what is my present state? So this becomes a present state. How much confidence that you are having. So it is a strength. Then what are the weaknesses? When I am get angry when I get annoyed, when I get depressed, or when I get demoralized, etc. So these are all the weaknesses. So you must overcome these weaknesses. Okay, so these are the weaknesses. Then the opportunities. As soon as I graduated from this college, what are my opportunities, or any skills I require, any special skill I require to get, to grab more opportunities. How much it is the competition, so that is a threat, and how many students likewise they are having the same skill like me, and they are participating in that competition, so that is also a threat. So you have to overcome these threats also, and go for the opportunities also, or you can follow the opportunities whatever come across in your life through your newspaper. The opportunity may be in the form of advertisement through newspaper or website, or some friends are giving some communication that such and such opportunities are available for you for your skills and all that. So this becomes an opportunity. So SWOT analysis is important in everyone's life, in everyone's office, in everyone's organization, in state and in nation also. So the everybody must do his own SWOT analysis. Okay. Then training to evaluate the risk. So first of all, we will evaluate the risk. What are the risks involved? If I take any decision, what is the risk involved? And you must face them. Whatever the risk arise, you must face them. And acceptance. For example, during the lockdown period, we have accepted the situation that we will go for the online training. There is a risk. There is a risk in this online training program, because I cannot have eye-to-eye contact with you. I cannot share the your difficulty at instant time. So these are all the limitations, but I have to accept this. So this is the self-acceptance and this training to evaluate the risk. So the risk is involved that I don't have eye-to-eye contact, I don't have establish the direct contact with my students, I don't discuss the student at instantaneously as I do in the physical mode of the classroom. Okay. Then study and self-talk. Self-talk, you can have experience through your meditation also, or you can have a self-talk whether I am doing correct or whether I am doing wrong, in the form of some understanding, not understanding. So this all the conditioning of the mind for preparing the self to act. You think. So and by way of self-talk, without any doubt, I am on his capability. So whatever means, I will tell in every class in the physical mode, don't take the doubts at your home. Whatever the doubts are in your mind, it must be cleared in this class itself. So this is always, I think that no one should go to the house without taking any doubts. So this is in the form of the self-talk. You must do the self-talk. Self-talk, you can have a meditation also for the enhancement of the self-talk. You can have a deliberations, and this activity or this screening the candidates through the what study he has carried out, what skills he has carried out, and they form a group of 7 to 8 promising candidates, and they give a topic for a group discussion, and the observer, 2 observers are appointed there, and they observe each candidate, how they are put forward their thoughts, how positively he is forwarding his thought, what are the negative characters that he is putting there, what are the negative thoughts he is putting there. So all these things are observed and recorded in the form of when we go for the group discussion. Then the participation in personality development programs and the facing interviews. After the group discussion, there is a personality development interview program. So this interview techniques comes from the personality development program. How you talk, what is your approach, what is your gesture, posture, everything is observed by your panel members, interview panel members. So, and how you put forward your thoughts, what are the skills that you have gained so far, and how useful for that particular company, or how useful for your that corporate office or educational institute. So and so on, so on. They are just judged by your interview skills, and interview skills always gain from the confidence, and this confidence always gains from the personality development programs. You stand before the mirror and talk some 2-3 minutes on any topic. That will also give you a good thing to face the different interviews. Then the participation in skill development programs of promoted by the government and non-government organizations. There are so many programs taken by the NGOs and the government nowadays on the digital platform also and the physical platform also. So you can have those Kushal Kalyan Yojana or something like this way, and by NGOs or this government organization. So you can take part in that skill development program and develop your skills where in which field you are interested, and once you create an interest in that field, you will automatically gain the confidence. Okay. Then the training programs promoted by the SWAYAM, NPTEL, AICTE and likewise apex bodies. Some UGC programs are there, AICTE programs are there, NPTEL programs are there, SWAYAM programs are there. Some educational programs are also available on different TV channels also. So that also you watch. Many information you get from the news channel also, and you keep your current affairs up to date. So that also increase your confidence. Then the participation in extracurricular activities, whether you are taking part in playing the musical instrument or the singing competition or art exhibition, any likewise extracurricular activities or the sports in which you are interested. That also give you the sportsman spirit, and how to take the defeat if you are failed, and how to take the winning situation when you are a winner. So that also aspects are studied, and that also aspects are learned through the participation in extracurricular activities and the sports. That also enhance your
Thank you.
confidence.
This completes our today's lecture.